How's it going, everyone? Marriland here, and that's right, it is time for more Pokemon TCG stuff because my friends at Pokemon, they sent me some Astral Radiance to check out early. This set, which is based off of Pokemon Legends Arceus, the most recent video game that was out. It was pretty fun, actually. I kind of talked about that in the booster box opening video I did last time, so if you just want to see a bunch of packs being opened, definitely check out that last video. But this one is all about the Elite Trainer Box. And if you've ever seen one of my Elite Trainer Box videos, I'm going to warn you in advance, a lot of it's going to be the same, as far as what I talk about, because I always try to treat these as, standalone. So I always try to show you what you get inside of here. And, if you're just looking to see what I get in the packs, you'll be able to find the timestamp down below if you've already heard it a million times before. But if you don't know what an Elite Trainer Box is, or you're just kind of curious what this one in particular comes with, well, stay tuned because I will be dedicating the next several minutes opening this up and taking a look at its contents. And again, these are mostly the same as far as the contents, but as far as Elite Trainer Boxes in general. But this one obviously has that cool Darkrai on it, and it'll have Astral Radiance inside too. But this is, kind of what you would expect from an Elite Trainer Box. So yeah, no big surprises there, but let's go ahead and open it up. In fact, actually, before I do, here's just a quick overview over on the pack cam. Let's zoom it out a little bit of what you get inside of here. 8 booster packs of Astral Radiance, 65 card sleeves featuring Darkrai, 45 energy cards, a player's guide, which is really cool. I'll show you that in a moment. A rule book, 6 damage counter dice, a legal or competition legal coin flip die, 2 acrylic condition markers, an acrylic V-Star marker, collector's box, and a code card for Trading Card Game Live. So there's a lot of stuff in here, and I always like to recommend these nowadays to players just getting into the card game, or maybe it's like your first time with the set. I love to get one of these. I mean, to be fair, my friends at Pokemon have sent me these for pretty much every set, but even if they didn't, I feel like this is a great entry point to a set because you get sleeves. The player's guide is really cool. It's kind of like a checklist guidebook kind of thing that shows you everything in the set. So that's awesome. I love that so much. So this usually retails, and this is the non-Pokemon Center version. There is a Pokemon Center version that comes with, I think, 2 extra packs, I think some metal dice, stuff like that, which is very cool, don't get me wrong, but this one is the generic version, the standard version, and it retails for, I believe, $40 US. So what you need to think about is, all right, other than the booster packs, is everything you see here worth, $8 essentially? If you peg booster packs at $4 a piece, that works out to be $32 worth of booster packs. So, just kind of give that some thought as you're watching this. So this is the main thing here, the box. But before we get to that, there's always this little secret that if you don't know about it, it blows your mind, although I've shown it a million times. But if you're very gentle with this is like the exterior wrap here. There's a little bit of sticky adhesive that you can just pry apart from this. Give me just a moment here. I won't bore you with this. I'll show you the end result though. There we go. So you gotta be a little gentle with it, but on the inside of this, it actually has really cool artwork. You could put this on, on your wall or something. I like it. It has the artwork from the booster packs in the set, so it's really cool. It's definitely one of my favorite little Easter eggs. I have quite the collection of those now. I need to find a good wall to put them on. I'm not sure if I want them back there, but I do like that stuff back there. Okay, so anyway, let's open up the real stuff. We'll get to this player's guide in just a moment. That is really cool. So inside of the player's guide here, this very hypnotic. Oh man, I was gonna say you could just recycle this, that's fine. But I don't know, this is kind of cool. Whoa, you're getting sleepy. You will press the like button. Wait, what? All right, anyway, let's toss that out of the way. So there's a rule book here. This is, I believe this is the version from Brilliant Stars, so it has updated a little bit. There are the booster packs right here, 8 booster packs, very cool. We'll open these up in just a moment, but I want to show you everything else that you get in here first. So there is indeed a code card for TCG Live. Now, TCG Live at the time of recording this hasn't launched internationally yet, but it is on the horizon. Hopefully it gets nice and polished and everything before release. I think that'll be cool. I'm just looking forward to playing that again. I think it's going to be a big change. Hopefully it'll work out well. I know some people have been a little concerned, but I still like to believe that, it'll be worked out. But anyway, we'll see. It will still work for TCG Online, as will all the other code cards for right now. So these are separators. Again, I'll get to that in a moment. Basic energy cards, you can kind of see them here. We'll get to that in just a moment. Sleeves. Oh yeah, Darkrai sleeves. Ooh, I gotta show you those. So I see something that already has caught my eye. Some damage counter dice, as well as that competition coin flip die, and a V-Star marker. And lastly, there are the acrylic markers that you've probably seen a billion times by now, but they're still very cool nonetheless. All right, so let's take a look at all these items individually here. It's so nice having all this room. Again, this is my first time recording an Elite Trainer box in this new setup. It feels so spacious, so hopefully that works out well for you. So I'm most excited about these sleeves right now. So let's take a look at them really fast. So down on the pack cam, you can see, these sleeves here. Let's take them out of this because I am rather curious if they are the matte style of sleeves, which they switched to, shoot, I don't remember when it was, but I remember, oh yeah, these are really nice. Now, hopefully you can see this. Hopefully, this is such a cool style. This has to be one of my favorite new types of sleeves. It's something that caught my eye right away, but it's very subtle. So the Darkrai itself is a solid red, but this like swirly pattern in the background actually has almost like a holofoil kind of look to it. It's different. It's a really cool effect. Oh, it's really cool. So there are 65 card sleeves in this pack. Now you only need 60 on a deck. 5 of them are just extras, just in case one rips or something like that, or it gets damaged. You have some extras just in case, which is always nice. Now, if you don't play the Pokemon trading card game, these still work just fine for, protecting your cards. You can put them in there. I think, shoot, I don't have any cards around. Let's open up these basic energies. I'm gonna warn you, these aren't very exciting, but they're really good to have in case you are new to the card game or relatively new. Maybe you don't have a bunch of energy to go around. You get enough of these, you'll have way more energy than you know what to do with, like a solid cup of coffee in the morning or something, right? Now, the cool thing is these are the new energy style. I don't remember when that was. I think it was even Brilliant Stars. So they are very pretty looking energies. They're not just your basic, well, I mean, they're basic energies, but try calling these energies basic and see what happens. All right, so let's just, for example here, put one of these cards in here now that I actually have a card. So it's a little tight there, but it's fine. Now, these are a little tighter. Again, I like these for a deck, that's fine, but I always try to avoid putting too much pressure on the edges of the cards. So I find if I want to use a deck for playing, I love using these. And I feel like this will shuffle very well, like it's not very slippery. I'm not gonna sleeve a whole deck right now, but ever since they switched to that matte style, I feel like it will have a lot less like slip, which is great. But you also will notice I'll be sleeving any good cards I get just in these little penny sleeves, as they're called, just because they're very loose. It's really easy to get them onto cards and it doesn't damage them as much. Now, realistically, they're not gonna be damaged that much, but it's just kind of one of those things that I always do, just in case you're wondering, well, why don't you put those on your sleeves? Okay, so what are these things? Oh, that's cool. On the back of them, they're like a cool red. I didn't even notice that. Let's check them out on the pack cam down here. Zoom in a little bit. So these are just separators. you can use these in, like, let's say you put your cards inside of this box, which I also just noticed that box has that same kind of like metallic look to it. This is really cool. I'm quite impressed with the small details there. Now, unfortunately, unlike the sleeves, this bit is not that cool, like holographic. But on the other hand, on the inside of it, you do have them red, which also look really cool. These are just separators. They're just basically cardboard. You can put your cards in this box. You can see how it kind of shrinks down now. So, you know, you can just put this in here to separate different, you know, things like, I don't know. I really don't know if it's something you want, but that's what they're used for. If it's not of interest to you, that's totally fine. You know, they're hit or miss. I like them. I think they're neat. Okay, so these two things, presumably you'll get in every Elite Trainer box, Brilliant Stars onwards. This one in like basically everything. It's just your acrylic, burn, and poison markers. I don't need to spend too much time on that, but in the card game, there are special conditions, as they're called. You might know them as status conditions. Poison and burn. Yeah, you just need to have these markers in case, you know, you get poisoned or burned, and you just put them on the cards, so yeah. Cool to have, but again, these are not new in the slightest. This is a similar thing. Recently, they introduced Pokemon V-Star, and these things, they have a cool effect you can only use once per game. Now, you can only use one Pokemon V-Star ability, power. I don't know what it's called. I think it's V-Star Power. Shoot, I don't even remember. But you can only use one of them per game. So this just indicates, hey, I've used it. You know, like, all right, let's go down to the pack cam here. You can flip it over if you've used it. You can leave it like this if you haven't used it yet. I think that's the convention. I'm not sure. Maybe it's the inverse, but whatever the case, it's just to help keep track of that. They also come with cards inside of these booster packs that you can use for a similar purpose if you don't have the acrylic one. Okay, the dice, damage counter dice. These are really cool. I love the color scheme on these. I believe last time I was complaining about the color scheme with Brilliant Stars, but these are nice. I mean, you know, if you're a Darkrai fan or just a fan of like red and black in general, like that's a really cool color combination. I don't think I need to explain it to you. Look at that. Hey, we can actually see it with this pack cam configuration. Yeah, so these are really cool. These ones here are just used for damage counters. They aren't used to roll. Don't do that, because otherwise you're always going to win. So, you know, let's say you've taken 60 damage. You can put 2 30s on it. You could put like a 50 and like a 10, I think there is. Like, you can do it that way, which is kind of nice. And then this right here, this is a competition legal coin flip die. And it's really interesting here because it has like these little red flakes in it. At first I thought, oh man, my die is kind of broken. It looks like it got stuff all over it. But no, that's part of the pattern. It's like a cool red speckle on it, which I guess to be kind of critical, it does make it a little hard sometimes when looking at like, I guess a 2 is fine. Like this 4, and maybe it's just mine, it almost looks like a 5 there, you know, like if you're looking at a glance, I guess it's more noticeable in the light. But it is still a cool pattern. Like, I like it. I definitely commend them for trying. All right, let's finally see. Oh, 5. So if you are rolling this die, that means you're reading a card that says flip a coin. In the Pokemon trading card game, if it says flip a coin, oftentimes players will roll a die instead. And if it's an even number, 4, 2, or 6, then that counts as heads. If it's an odd number, 3, 1, or 5, and this is 1, then it's tails. So that's why there's a die, just in case you're unfamiliar with that. Okay, so there's only one more thing to look at, because I'm not going to go over this rule book. Save that for another time. I've got those V battle decks. I keep talking about that. I'll do that sometime. Oh man, look at this. I had it set up. This is unintentional, but it's like, all right, I'm bowling. I don't know. All right, anyway, let's get back to this. So this is the player's guide, as I like to call it. And this is really nice. These show a lot of information on you know, the cards that are in the set. They tell you about different strategies. There's a checklist. Like, it's a great starting point if you're just getting into stuff. Like, it's a little hard to see with my new setup here, but you get the idea. You definitely get the idea. So I do like these a lot. I think they're a really cool way to start. I'm not going to show you everything in here, but I will show you that it has a nice checklist of all of the cards in the set, along with, you know, if you have their like reverse foil version, their, you know, well, whatever versions. I mean, there's a lot of different ones in here, but yeah, there's a lot of cards. So minor spoilers there, but I love this just for being able to look through and seeing what's in the set. I think that's just a lot of fun. One of my favorite things about the, you know, the player's guides, or about the Elite Trainer boxes, is the player's guides. I know it's silly. I know you can probably just look them up online, but there's just something about it. Like, I like it. Don't judge me, all right? Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and open up these booster packs. So we've got 8 booster packs of Astral Radiance. That is the new set. It releases on May 27th, 2022, I do so believe. So that's right around the corner. I'm actually opening this a little early, which is nice. Again, huge thanks to my friends at Pokemon for sending it my way to check out. I always love having that opportunity. But let's go ahead and open these up and see what I get. And again, if you haven't seen my booster box video, I got some pretty cool stuff in there. And of course, the full disclosure, I like to take my time opening up the booster packs. You know, I don't rush through them. And I also don't do the pack trick. I don't reorder the cards. I like to just open them in the order that they were put into the pack. You know, if that isn't how you like them, if you like to see them reordered, you know, that's fine. But I figured I'd just let you know this is how I open them. All right, so usually I can open up packs much easier. Every now and then, one just gives me trouble. Okay, so we've got Hisuian Sneasel here. Yeah, that's a cool looking card. Now, I have already seen some of these, so I'm not going to go over absolutely everything. But if there's something new that I haven't seen, or something that's really good, like this Eevee is great. So it has Resonant Evolution. It's an ability once during your turn when you play a Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your other Eevee, you may search your deck for a card that evolves from this Pokemon and put it onto this Pokemon to evolve it. So if you have a bunch of these Eevee on your bench, you can evolve one of them, and then all of them get to evolve. And you get to search your deck for the evolution too. You don't even have to just have it in your hand. So that gets your Eevee swarm out really quickly. It's very cool. Now, I haven't seen this before, Silene. I think she was really cool. She was one of my favorite characters from Legends Arceus. Flip 2 coins. Put a number of cards up to the number of heads from your discard pile on top of your deck in any order. That has the potential to be very good. If you get both tails, that's bad, but being able to recycle anything, that has its utility there, so that's pretty nice. Hisuian Arcanine, that's pretty neat. Does more damage if it has any fire energy attached. It's actually pretty good damage, so that's nice. Lightning Energy, Temple of Sinnoh. Ursaring. Oh, lightning energy. You know what? Last video I was talking about like how it's called metal energy and darkness energy in the card game. Well, it's also lightning instead of electric. I forgot about that, but just little quirks. Just little TCG quirks. Okay, pack number 2. Woo. Let's see what we got. We got Barboach, Scyther, another Eevee, Heracross, Mantine, Reverse Foil Sudowoodo. I love this attack or ability. Vamoose! If this Pokemon has any damage counters on it, it has no retreat cost. Kind of funny. Oh, Glaceon. I don't think I've seen this. So Frost Wall. During your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from evolution Pokemon. That's actually pretty nice. It doesn't do very much damage, but, you know, if you're using this against a deck that uses a lot of evolved Pokemon, then this will protect it. So that's kind of versatile. Huh, cool. Psychic Energy, Bronzong with Heat Proof. I love this Duat. Look at it. Look at it. It's just taking a snooze in the pond. Oh, it's great. It's so relaxed. All right. So pack number 3. Let's see what I get. Man, you know, sometimes I can just get these packs open, no problem, but every now and then, it just doesn't work. It's weird. Like, you get used to doing it a certain way, and then it doesn't quite work. Man, if I stop and think how many packs I've opened over the years. So this is something new-ish, like they technically have done this before, but just in case you don't know, a little too close there. Just in case you don't know what the heck that symbol means, that means it's free! It doesn't cost anything. You can use it completely free. It's just ready to go, which is kind of cool. And this is an interesting effect too on this Hisuian Voltorb. You can use this attack only if you go second and only during your first turn. Choose up to 2 of your bench Pokemon. For each of those Pokemon, search your deck for a basic energy card and attach it to that Pokemon. So it's a good way to charge up your bench. You have to go second though, but you know, if you happen to win the coin flip to determine who goes first, or you know, coin flip, then you could just say, well, I'm going second, because I think that's still how it is now. They've gone back and forth on that. I don't think they've kind of kept to the like, in the past, it would be whoever won the coin flip had to go first, but then they've gone back and forth saying like, all right, well, if you win the coin flip, you get to choose. So I think we're in one of the choose phases, but you know, if you're watching this video 10 years from now, who knows, maybe they'll change it again. All right, so Reverse Foil Gardenia's Vigor. Draw 2 cards. If you drew any cards in this way, attach up to 2 grass energy cards from your hand to one of your bench Pokemon. That's actually really nice. Good energy acceleration. You run a grass deck. So Miss Magius with Ominous Prose. Yeah, I've seen that in the last video. Dark Patch is back. Oh yeah, that's so good. All right, so nothing overly exciting yet, to be perfectly honest. Actually, quite underwhelming yet. I don't think I've gotten like a normal foil card. It's fine though, it's fine. To be fair, I also had a really good booster box. Felt nice. My last few haven't been all that great. Brilliant Stars wasn't too brilliant for me. Ralts, Misdreavus, Reverse Foil Leafeon, and a Hisuian Overquill. Dirty Press. If you have at least 3 dark energy in play, it does 90 more damage. Now, it doesn't have to be just on this one. It could be across your whole field. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, this is the V-Star card. You use it in the same way. It's just a card version of it, so it takes more space. Kind of clever. But, you know, just in case you get one of those, you're like, what is this? Poor uncommon Azelf. It's just an uncommon now. Or at least that one is. I mean, it's not every Azelf ever is going to be uncommon. But yeah. It's always weird when you see legendaries that are like uncommon or something, or common. Like, I don't remember any that have been common, but I've seen a few that are uncommon. It just makes me wonder why. What did you do to deserve this? Ooh, that's cool. So this is from the Trainer Gallery. This is TG05 from this set. Apparently that's something they're bringing back too. So yeah, this is kind of a reprint, but with alternate art and a trainer in it. So this Gardevoir here, Shining Arcana. Once during your turn, you may look at the top 2 cards of your deck and attach any number of basic energy cards you find there to your Pokemon in any way you like. Put the other cards into your hand. Whoa! That's really good. And then Brainwave does 30 more damage for each psychic energy attached to this Pokemon. That's pretty nice. Yeah, usually the cards that have one of these Trainer Gallery ones, they're like pretty good. So it's like an alternate version of it. And then, ooh, oh, Roxanne! Full art Roxanne. You can use this card only if your opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards remaining. Each player shuffles their hand into their deck, then you draw 6 cards and your opponent draws 2. It's so mean. It's kind of like an N, but you can only use it if your opponent is in the lead. Well, kind of. I mean, you know, if they have 3 or fewer. And it really hurts them, and it always gives you a nice, juicy 6. Well, these are both pretty good cards. Let's set those down there. Azelf again. Shieldon and Uxie. Hey, I got Azelf. and Uxie. Where's Mesprit? I can't believe I got 2 of them in one pack. In fact, speaking of 2 of them in one pack, I can't believe I got Roxanne and the Gardevoir with Bill in the background. That's really cool. It's always nice when you get those cool packs that have like 2 things in them. I was opening up one pack the other day. I don't remember what it was, but it had 2 Pokemon V because one of them was from the trainer gallery and then one of them was just in the pack normally. So that's pretty neat. Always feels good. All right, Hisuian, Quillfish, Patillo, Nickit, Hippopotas, Cyndaquil. Also, I didn't notice this in the last video, and I don't really want to have to call attention to it because I really hope this trend dies out. But it's dabbing. Well, it kind of looks like it's dabbing. It's very cute art though, but yeah, I don't know. Is it or isn't it? Let me know. Reverse foil Hisuian Growlithe. Looks so happy. And, oh, that's so cool. Hisuian Sneasler V. I got just a normal Sneasler, or Hisuian Sneasler, like not the V version. By the way, it does say Hisuian Sneasler. What's the non-Hisuian look like? Well, it's probably just, there's gonna be cards that affect Hisuian things. So it's just to kind of indicate, yeah, this is, from Hisuian, or from Hisui. It counts as that, so that's why. It's a trading card game thing. So let's see. Poison Claws, it's free. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. And then Dire Claw. This attack does 80 damage for each special condition affecting your opponent's active Pokemon. Ooh, there's that Hisuian Typhlosion. I think you discard a Psychic Energy and you make the opponent's active both burned and confused. So that'd be pretty cool. Kind of neat combo. Super effective glasses. I need to get me some super effective glasses. Oh man, like after that last video, because I only have the reverse foil of that. Now I have normal super effective glasses. So are they less effective if they're not reverse foil? I don't even know. I'd love to get like full art or like golden super effective glasses. I don't even know if there are any of those, but I want them. I want them if there are. Just give me the best glasses so I can see, please. Oh yeah, this one. This is the one that I got. Although I got the normal version of it because I don't think I had a reverse foil. Maybe I did. I don't know. Rapidash. Oh, this thing was cool, by the way. As long as this Pokemon is on your bench, your active Pokemon's retreat cost is 2 colorless less. And it's funny because, it's carry and climb. Yeah, it checks out if you play the game. This also, like, it didn't hit me until after I was recording last time. It's so much like the old Jungle Dodrio with its ability. So much like that. So, yeah, it was kind of cool. All right, so, it started out fairly boring, but, it's picked up. Now, of course, it probably doesn't need explanation, but the contents of the booster packs, these do vary, of course, so you're not guaranteed to get what I'm pulling here. You do get 8 booster packs, but, their contents are, of course, very random. So, you'll get different stuff in yours. But you do get the damage counter dice, you get everything else you saw in here if you get the normal version. And then there is the Pokemon Center version, which I think is $50 US for retail. And it has some more stuff in it. Ooh, Cleavor. Whoa, Timber Cleave. Flip 2 coins. If both of them are heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is knocked out. Ooh. I like to flip, and then Berserker Tackle, it also does 30 damage to itself. Oh, whoa! The Rainbow Rare Machamp VMAX. Oh, that's cool. I haven't seen a Rainbow Rare in a very long time. I was starting to wonder if they got rid of them. All right, so that's cool. So, oh, I had a Machamp V, actually. That's neat. So, I haven't seen what the Machamp VMAX does. Let's take a look. So, 330 HP, Revenge Buster. If your bench Pokemon have any damage counters on them, this attack does 140 more damage. So, that's going to be doing 220 for 2. That's really nice. And then G-Max Cheese Strike. 240, and during your next turn, this Pokemon can't use G-Max Cheese Strike. Well, I mean, it's a little extra damage compared to Revenge Buster, honestly. It's pretty solid. Like, it's good, and there's some nice cards that work well with fighting Pokemon. So yeah, that's nice. Yeah, what was it? The Roark, I think? Yeah, Roark in this set was really good. I don't remember off the top of my head what it did. I just read it yesterday, or a few days ago. When was it? It was like, I don't know, a few days ago. But anyway, at least for me, you're probably watching these back to back. But yeah, the Roark was pretty good. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so it started out a little worrisome, but it quickly turned around. Yeah, look at all these good cards in just 8 packs. Pretty darn lucky. I'm happy with that. I'm just happy I got this thing. It looks great. But yeah, anyway, that is the Elite Trainer box for Astral Radiance. Again, cool stuff. It's a nice way to get some booster packs and also get started with the set. You know, it's up to you to determine if all of the extras are worth approximately the $8 if you get it at retail, $8 US, because if you get the packs for $4, then there's 8 packs, so that's $32. So that's why I always challenge you with those numbers. That's why I always try to be like, hey, is that worth it for you? Is all of this stuff? And in my opinion, yes. I wouldn't want to get more than one most of the time, but I feel like getting one to start off a new set is always a neat way to go about it. Like, the contents are cool. I love these sleeves. I just have to go back and look at them one more time. Look at these. They're so cool. They're really cool. Like, that's a step up. I'm very impressed with those. But yeah, I mean, everything else is really nice. Player's guide, dice, these acrylic things I get so many of. But like, you know, I'd say it's worth it. That's just kind of my thoughts. But again, it's kind of an individual perspective. But if you're getting packs anyway, this is what I like to start off sets with. I mean, you know, again, they send them to me, but if they didn't, I still feel that there's enough value in the remaining $8 because you get the sleeves, dice, player's guide, separator, the cool box to put things in. I like them. I'm a fan of them. But anyway, that's for you to decide. Hopefully this video helped kind of give you some thoughts or ideas on it. Hopefully it gives you, just some insight if you're like, oh, I don't know. Or if you're looking forward to it, hopefully it gets you more excited. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And of course, thank you so much to my friends at Pokemon for sending this to me to check out for y'all. And yeah, I will see you next time, everyone. Aw, yeah.